G'day guys, it's Scott here and welcome to another product review by Bridge the Gap. Today we're going to be looking at, you guessed it, the STERI shoe. Now I've had some pretty stubborn, smelly feet before with really bad fungal infections, and you know I can put topical and I can do sort of my general cares, but have you guys ever thought about what you're doing and what's going on in their footwear? Footwear is dark and it normally has a moisture in it, which is a great place for fungus and bacteria to thrive. So this is a product that targets that and completes the circle of treatment, which I think is really important. Now I've been using this in clinic for a little while and I've found that it's not the effect on the shoes that's the biggest element actually. It's the patient's response to the fact that you're giving them another modality of treatment and you're completing the circle of treatment. So I think it's a really fantastic product in that form, that you're giving the patient every chance to get better. Now, the validity of these types of products can be questionable. The box says here, ultraviolet technology kills up to 99.9% of bacteria and fungus lurking in your shoes. Now, who hasn't believed the front of a box? But I've done a bit of research and there is good evidence saying that UV light, particular wavelengths, does have an effect on microorganisms. Most commonly probably seen in sort of water sanitization. So there is a definite cause to say there is an effect, but like a lot of products, there isn't heaps and heaps of research, and their website actually contains mainly testimonials and the information they wanted to present to us, and there's no links to definitive articles that I could see there. So I do think it's a valid product. It comes in at about $200. There is a small unit that's around the $100, $150 mark. I wouldn't be selling this to the public. I'd be using this in clinic. The treatment time for this guy is only 15 minutes. So if you do it at the start of your consult, it's finished before your consult, and then they can bring another pair of shoes in. And the patients just love that and they respond really well. And then I've even seen some really smelly, stubborn fungal infections start to break up and even clear with all the treatments thrown at them. And I love that shotgun approach, as you guys would know. But let's have a look at the product. So what we've got is a nice, neat, tidy box. If we open this guy up, you've got the STERI shoe instruction manual and a blackout bag, obviously, which is what you put your shoes in, which we'll see in a second. You've got the 2 units. You've got the power cord. I've already taken this out and plugged in so I can show you. And we've got a scented pouch. Now these scented pouches, I'll show you, but they insert in the back of the unit here. And they obviously help with the deodorization. These guys are comprised of plastic beads with extracts of soy, lime, pine needles, aniseed, cloves, and cedar wood. And you get 4 of those pouches. I don't think this is the main feature of this product, but it's definitely a nice accessory and extra element that they've added in. As I said, you've got the power box, which we'll find is empty because I've already got it out. And then you've got the unit and the remote itself. So quite a bit of cord, so you've got some length on it. And then you've got the unit here, which I'm just trying to get my hand under there to show you sort of the size of the unit. Okay, about the size of my palm, and I'm a probably average sort of sized guy. The control unit here is quite simple. It's got a button which you press in the middle and that will turn the unit on. And on here you have some indicators that will light up if something's not correct, because this does have some safety features. It has actually got a light sensor, so if it's not dark enough, so you haven't got it in a shoe, it won't just turn on. And then it also has a safety switch at the bottom here, which isn't, if it's not depressed, the unit won't turn on again. Stainless steel frame, which obviously can be cleaned for keeping it sterile, so you don't have cross-contamination. And then you do have an ability to replace the bulb if need be, but they have a really good longevity. The back here is obviously the fan unit, which helps dry and deodorize shoes. So it might be really good for people that do long hiking and whatnot, and their boots come in. And I mean, you can sell it to the public, but as I said, I don't think it's valid. If we open this little back bit up, this is obviously where you put the deodorizer in, and it sucks it in there and pumps it into the shoe to improve that smell. So that's the unit there. I'm just going to grab it out and I'll just quickly change this over, move this box out of the way. So we've got the unit there. Now, like I said, I've got the power cord. So when I plug the power cord in here, I'm going to try and turn it on. And what you'll see here is an indicator will come flashing up. which says that the light indicator's turned on and it's saying it's too bright, you haven't got it in the shoe or correctly placed, and it's not going to turn it on. So that's a good little safety feature there. If I just wrap one of these bags up, so as I said, you get the nice blackout bag, we'll put a unit into there. And we'll leave the other unit out just to give you the sample. What we'll do is we'll press it on. What you should be able to see there is there's a blue light saying that one's turned on and the other one's not functioning correctly because it hasn't got the safety feature requirements. I'm just going to move the camera, guys. And what you can see there is you've got the blue light, the UV light, turned on, and the fan is working. So you've really got to make sure you keep the back of that bag open to allow for good sort of ventilation. So all in all, that is the STERI shoe. Quite a simple product. I think it has got a place in the clinic for it, and especially at the price point it's offered. I think patients respond really well to it, and you know that you're giving them the complete circle of treatment, which is fantastic, and throwing everything you can at them to get them better. I definitely think I'd give it 3 out of 5 toes, and recommend that you do get a hold of one and give it a go, because at the cost it is, it's not something that's a high risk product either. Please subscribe to our Facebook page, where we'll be putting up more product reviews in the future. Please look out for our next one and tune in when we do post. Thanks again, guys. I look forward to seeing you next time.